Only 2 footballs hit the ground, and he ends with a spectacular fireworks display with a 65-yard pass on the money to his big wide receiver, Evans. Jaws, you watched very carefully. What's your takeaway?
I got a page of notes. How much time do we have?
Let's go through it. Tell us what you have.
I was very impressed. And this is what the Pro Day workout should be. Johnny Manziel showcasing his talents, and he was magnificent. Every throw he made. But I would agree with Todd McShay and Bill Polian. I would have loved to see a couple of those far hash, deep sideline throws where you got to drop back and rip one down that sideline. But when you look at what I was looking for, it was going to be the proper mechanics, which I thought were critical. In studying the game tape of Johnny Manziel, I saw flaws in his mechanics. George Whitfield has done a terrific job of coaching him up. I did not see those flaws in mechanics. I saw him stand that back foot, driving the football, throwing the football with velocity, with accuracy. I thought there were 2 throws that hung just a little bit. But all in all, when you think of Johnny Manziel coming off the field and watching that tape against Duke, his last game, and you watch the improvement in mechanics that we saw today at his Pro Day, it was pretty impressive, Jay.
We did not get to see much of Johnny Manziel under center during his time at Texas A&M. He was making most of his throws, all of his throws, from under center. What did you make of his footwork, something we haven't seen too much of?
I love the fact that he got under center and worked under center. We all know he can stay in the shotgun and move around and make plays with his legs. This was a workout specific to show that he can play from the pocket, that he can hang in that pocket, show that pocket mobility. George Whitfield had him moving around. You saw the brooms and things like that to kind of replicate, a pass rush. He handled all those things very well. There's no question this was one of those wow type of workouts, much like Bortles had a couple weeks ago, and unlike Teddy Bridgewater a few weeks back. So I think clearly Johnny Manziel's stock will go up after this Pro Day workout.
You did mention several times that you didn't like his arm slot dropping down, and we heard Bill Polian talk about this, saying that he wouldn't change that. Why is his arm slot so important?
Yeah, I think Bill and I might be, looking at this a little bit differently. I don't think you need to change the motion, but you want to be consistent in that slot. So you're throwing that ball at about 3/4, which is right about here. And actually, the dig route that Johnny threw that sail a little bit, I saw the elbow drop down. That's going to get the nose of the ball up, and it's going to sail a little bit. But when you look at the drop of the elbow, that's going to cause some problems. The ball will sail. Now, I'm not saying you got to bring it, way down or way up, but I think you want to be 3/4 and remain consistent in that approach. I think Bill and I are saying the same thing a little bit differently. He said he wouldn't change it. I think you want to be more consistent with that 3/4 delivery.
You said you were impressed. Does he move into your first 3 rounds now?
Yes. I mean, again, this is one piece of the mosaic, one piece of the puzzle that we put together. But clearly, I saw a tremendous improvement in the mechanics of Johnny Manziel. I love the fact he put the helmet on, he put the pads on, he had the rim protector on. All those things that will affect a quarterback on a Sunday. He showed today that he can do it. So, yes, he moves up on my board.
All right, very good. Jaws with us on SportsCenter. We'll have more from Ron Jaworski coming up in just a little bit. Jaws, thanks.